If 1v1 didn't clip it, then it ain't clipped right.
And like that, there was some technical issues. That don't bother me. It's the middle. We had some good matchups. We had some blowouts. We had great energy in the building. Great. Okay. So without giving away too much, some of y'all probably know everything that happened. I want to go over Briscoe to start off this. There's a lot of things that I want to cover. I want to start, taking his name off of my Instagram, off of my, just out of my mouth, no pun. Because I got a chance to go out there to Briscoe and film with them. And one of the things that I picked up on, if you're an introvert, you could pick up on another introvert super easy. And what I realized that from Isaiah is that he kind of just wants to be away and be left alone. And I so respect it because I'm an introvert. I'd rather be in this house. I'd rather be in this house playing with my son, with my wife, than doing any of this stuff. I wish I could get paid to be a dad. So that's first and foremost. I respect that about Briscoe because, even off the camera, he was just telling me some stuff. And, I see why he has the energy that he does for Nas when Nas calls him out. But I know Nas's side too. This is what this space is. This is just what it is. It's calling people out. It's taking on all fades. It's chasing after the smoke. And it's weird because I understand both sides. With that said, I just want to thank Briscoe for coming out. Y'all got to think about what happened yesterday. A lot of people are going to hate. The hate has nothing to do with the actual support that we got, the love, because I done been through the worst of this. A lot of y'all don't know. I've been through the worst of this. Literally the worst. It does not get any worse than the part that I've been through years ago. And some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. But the fact that Briscoe came out, I don't want to say it was into the 1v1 space. You always want to see what if happens. A long time ago when I started a lot of this stuff, I wanted to see what would happen when the pros played against the YouTubers, and I threw myself out there to play against them. So can we all just respect the fact that that actually happened and they actually made it happen? I thought that was dope. And as I'm sitting here with a fat headache because y'all don't even know what yesterday was like for me, but I'm thankful for what happened. Let's get that out the way. Let's jump forward now. And with that said, what happened yesterday? What happened yesterday was a lot of good mixed in with a lot of bad, a little bit of bad. I don't want to say it was a lot. It's just the main event got hit hard and it sucked. You got to understand from my standpoint, right? Or production, we put in so much work. So we're just waiting for this day to happen. Anybody who's been involved with anything like this, boxing, basketball, this is you wait for this moment. It started off with technical issues. Nah, you know what? I don't even want to go over technical issues yet. Let's go over the actual game. In the game Nas versus Briscoe, there was cheating that took place. Just call it what it is. And my thing is not to point at the players and not to point at the production, not to point. It was cheating that took place on the court. Part of this space is, okay, let's just go over the actual game. 15-4, right? Go back and look at the game. Go back and look at the beginning of the game. Is anybody on the court? Is anybody on the court? And what I have such a problem with after kind of learning just a little bit of time I got to spend with Briscoe, his boys left the gym. When it got to 15-4, they left the gym. You could look on the camera and see it. They left the gym. And because they thought it was over. Nas was going crazy. He was going nuts. And I was seeing Briscoe, and you guys can tell me any different, because I don't want to sound like I am being biased. Not on this one. to me, just knowing basketball, it looked like Briscoe was getting tired. That's just what it looked like. He was staying very calm. He kept telling people that I got this, whoop-de-whoop. Nobody was on the court, but you knew that. You had to know. Everybody was watching. Go back and look at the live chat. It was over. Nobody's ever come back against Nas. As soon as that happens, right, I think it was 21-8. Look at everybody get on the court. Everybody. And I'm not going to tell the full story about this because I don't want any more drama pertaining to the situation. Because there's absolutely some cheating going on. But this is a regular, and I'm sitting, and I'm only know this because I'm with real New Yorkers sitting by. You guys can't see them or probably can't hear them. They're on the stream with me, like standing right next to me. They're like, oh, here we go again. This is a normal thing in New York where dudes get on the court and they mess the game up. What was happening, clear as day, because anybody knows YouTube basketball, it's you get tired and it's over. The game is over. Okay? So, long story short, everybody's getting on the court. It's allowing Briscoe to get breaks. Now, you roll the ball. If you ask me, you roll the balls out and you play basketball. I think Briscoe is for sure the better player. He's proven it. He made it to the NBA. He's made it to the NBA. Anybody in the space that comes in the one-on-one space knows it's a little different when you get into it. When you get into the space, it's different, the conditioning. Now, with that said, it's not 5-on-5. It's not, and so now what I learned from Briscoe, from knowing him for so long, watching him, going to the combine. I told him when I watched him at the combine, he was in the same class as Kuzma. He's great at drawing fouls. And you know what I think? I think Briscoe's crazy for not finishing that game. I think he's so crazy because he was guarding Nas well towards the end. And I was thinking, like, bro, it was a while, and I know y'all saw this. When is the last time Briscoe's, or Nas got a stop on Briscoe? He was going to win the game. He was going to win the game. And that's because that he was allowed to catch the breaks. Let's go over something that happened, though. This is what you don't know. Did you know the refs were getting threatened? Did you know that? The announcer is a legend, and I have super respect. I got a chance to meet him. Before the game. But he's on the mic gassing us. He's like, everybody back up. But this is the trenches. But back up, though. But this is the trenches. This is New York. So everybody's getting on the court. Did you see Davo about to fight? The guy, and I'm not going to call him out because I know him and I talked to him and I've worked with him. He's a good dude. So when I saw what he was saying, when I heard about what he was saying, I'm like, yo, like, he said that? It was pretty much essentially like Dave saying back up and the dude saying F that, this is New York. So they proceeded to get on the court, closer and closer on the court. What does this being New York have to do with just being on the court? Get off the court. If one of the players, and my thing was, I was mad because, let me tell this part. Did you know that 100 people walked in that didn't buy a ticket, that got on the baseline, that was the people getting on the court? Did you know that? 100 people walked right past security, and I heard that one of the security guards yell, "Come on, Briscoe, let's go." So this is not me being biased. This is about me telling what's happening. I got a text. I'm going to leave that one out there. It's kind of hard to do this when I don't want to create a war, because one thing that New Jersey and New York, I was in the city, like the people that were coming up, like people see the comments about me sometimes, but if you were on the live with me yesterday, you see real people coming up to me, pitching me ideas, showing love. I'm showing them love. They're talking about, I grew up watching you, this and that. Like, the people are dope. It's just a few bad apples ruin you know what I'm saying? But this is what's happening on the court. And I'm not lying about none of this. Do you remember the people that I told you that was for Briscoe? See, this is why, like, I know why I kind of see the introvert side and I feel for him. because that's not real support that he got over there. You know, the people that was about to leave or that did leave, they came back when it was 29-8. Did you know that? That's weak to me. That's so weak to me. And anyways, I'm like, no names go out there, but they left this dude to dry because they thought he was going to lose. Okay. Were there barricades? Of course there were barricades. You know what's crazy about the security? I got up from the desk to walk up to the court, and they're like, oh, wait. You got a credential? I'm like, I'm working the stream. I'm right here. So that's how tight they was for a second, right? They was super tight on the security. Now, how did 100 people walk in and get on the baseline? Look at the game. Go back and look at it. They walked with no VIP. We had a VIP section. This is the court. This is the barricade. This is the VIP section. This is everybody else. Now, everybody's kind of surrounding the court that's on the VIP section, but the seats were meant to be like kind of around here like that, right? So the barricade was right here, and it kind of went on for a little bit. People was walking past the security, past the barricade, past the security. So how come I'm getting checked, but these dudes ain't? You go figure that out. I'll leave it up to you guys. I'm just here to tell the truth and not be biased. As far as the gameplay, like I said, if the game would have went on, Briscoe would have won because he was able to catch breath. He rolled the ball out. I think he's just better at getting to the line. That's what he does. He's good at it. Briscoe's good at getting to the free throw line. And that's what he did to get back into the game. After taking a towel break, did anybody see how long each bucket? Do y'all know how long that game went? Let me know in the comments how long that game actually went. It was sick. It was nasty. Because everything that I wanted out of basketball, out of 1v1 space, that I didn't want in the NBA, was happening. It was happening right there. So here's the thing. The same thing that happens, that builds this sport, that builds these events, the hype that you get, is the same thing that killed it. At the end of the game, mind you, everybody's on the court. Nas hits the ball. Briscoe's holding it. And I talked to the refs about this. They're like, yeah, what? We told them, if you want to like reset, just pass me the ball back. They told him that. Just pass me the ball back and we'll get the crowd situated, blah, blah, blah. They told him that. He has the ball. He looks, he tells people, and to his defense, he did tell people to move out the way. But it's going now, right? Whose people was that was moving closer and closer on the court? That was not Nas's people that started any of that got on the court, was about to fight Davo. That's not his people. You know what's funny? I had so many NBA players, I'm not going to name the names, that was hitting me up and they was just saying like, yo, like, this is regular. Like this, they did it on purpose. I'm like, dang, like it was a strategy, and it worked too. It was a strategy. So whatever, the ball got hit. The same, like I said, the same thing that caused him to get back into the game now ruined the game for him. He hits the ball. What's not supposed to not hit it? Wait for him? No, he hit the ball. Ref says it's Nas's ball. It's Nas's ball. So he quit. Literally, he quit. He said, I don't want to phrase it like that because I'm not attacking Briscoe. He said, I'm done. I'm not getting on the court. If it's my ball, I'm not playing. You can see it on the stream. He said that. So anyways, boom, that happened. The game's over. It's really a terrible ending because we put so much hard work into everything. And I understand, like, here's what's funny. I understand both sides. There's so much support for Briscoe that the city wasn't going to let him lose. Y'all got to think about that. That's how much some people really mess with him. The city wasn't going to let him lose. Y'all saw it on camera. It's NBA players telling me that. It's NBA players, bro, like, can I pull up? They was trying to come see Briscoe. Jalen Brunson hit me up. He's like, hey, bro, I'm about to come through. Wait, no, I see everybody on the court. I'm not coming. Jalen Brunson got the DM. Some of y'all saw the DM. He was coming. So the city wasn't going to let him lose. And then on the flip side, Nas was willing to die on the court. I promise, Nas was willing to die on the court trying to beat Briscoe. And the game ended 29-28. So it's interesting both ways. It happened how it happened, and it is what it is. The refs, one ref said it's a draw. The other one said it's Nas's win. You tell me what you think. Obviously, it's a bitter taste. Now, I think that Nas should have finished the game off. I think he got fouled on a few possessions where he was trying to shoot, clear elbow touch, whatever. Like, it is what it is. That's the part of the game. He was tackling Briscoe to the ground, wrapping him up. They got physical. Briscoe literally busted his lip, elbowing him, headbutting him. I'm like, dang. He was literally loafed up on. And I know, like, how anybody would have lost their cool. I don't know how Nas didn't lose his cool, bro. Like, especially how much. And I want to say this. Nas didn't do nothing wrong. He played the game how it's supposed to go. He didn't complain. He stayed calm. And Briscoe stayed very calm. A lot of times people don't stay calm when they start getting their butts whooped. He was staying calm. Okay. So it is what it is. I didn't even want to go no more over that. That was trash. That was trash how that happened. And I never want to see that matchup again. I heard that there's a potential of it happening. I never want to see that matchup again. But I do want to say this. The face-off, how Briscoe felt about Nas, I love the rivalry. But he proved that he belonged in the same court as him. I don't care what nobody, he proved it. So, and I always tell people this, bro, like the level of confidence that side of the country has, where can I buy it at? I bottle it. So I want all that. Because I don't believe in myself as much as these dudes do. If you ever were to do a rematch, I don't want to see it. That don't have nothing to do with ballers like OTD. I don't ever want to see that match again. But if you do, this is the 3-point line, whatever, rough circle, right? This is half court. Put everybody behind it. Put the barricade. Don't let nobody get over here. Don't let nobody. Maybe they should just play in a ring of fire. Maybe that's what should happen. So nobody, if you cross the ring of fire, you die. And Nas, Briscoe, if you go on the other side, y'all gonna burn to death. Maybe that should happen. Maybe they should play on an elevated platform in the sky. Maybe that's what should happen. I'm cool. I don't ever want to see it again. So, Nas, I'll add you. I don't ever want to see it again. Now, y'all can tag Nas. I'll add him. Send me a request, bro. Man, I want to tell so much. I'm not gonna say it. Because I don't want. But you fix it by keeping everybody. I don't care if you got a VIP ticket. I don't care what you got. Keep everybody behind the barricades. That's it. Do it in a neutral location where people don't care. Like, bro, that was trash. Okay, so then the stream, bro. I want to tell y'all something about the stream. I'm a huge fan of Next Chapter. I can say this stuff. I'm not biasing nobody. I'm a huge fan of Next Chapter. I've seen this stream crash before. Have you? I've seen this stream crash before. But who's the king of it? I'm the king of it. Me and Frigga, we had 11,000 people in the stream and it crashed. And I had to refund, like 500 people? It was crazy because a lot of people showed love because they were like, bro, I'm so happy you just did it. Like, you worked hard, and I'm sorry to fail you. We did a whole build-up for it. It crashed. What are we talking about? I'm the king. Me and Frigga are the king of it. Y'all, and I was telling Dave, like, and Ballers, like, all these dudes, I'm like, y'all gonna be fine? Because if I'm here 10 years after, I've been doing this over, like, almost 13 years. After the first 30 minutes, the stream was fine, flowed. TNC made corrections. And their stream was great. Their streams were great. Balls like if you just watch, it's great now. It was great after all the way through until that crap happened. So let's go into. I want to make sure that when I come to town, the city makes $20,000 to $50,000. And what I mean by that, just supporting local brands, businesses. That's something. It's a fix that I want to happen. I want everybody to take note of how I'm getting ready to do it pretty soon. I wasn't a part of a lot of stuff. Commentating, I really can care less of what y'all think about me commentating. I promise y'all. Here you go, Nas. Where's Nas? He gonna be toxic. I'm not gonna be as toxic as I want to be. I'm not gonna. Hopefully, I'm on YouTube too, so y'all gonna be able to hear this.
Yo,
So, did you get stitches?
I gotta get stitches. I try to go to the urgent care. They say I gotta go to the dentist to get dissolvable ones inside my mouth.
Okay, you can say what I don't want to say.
Right, and I respect you for saying it how you said it, because I understand you trying to stay neutral, trying to stay like out of the way, and don't want to ruin nobody's image. But I just want to say that, like you said, every factor was against me. I played by his rules. I played for the amount he wanted to play for. I played in his city, and the refs being threatened by their life, like their life being threatened, dictated how they called that game. You know what I'm saying?
I can speak to that part. So it was just foul after foul after foul, and a lot of it obviously was given up top, like ticky tack fouls because they didn't want to like upset the people who was threatening them.
Right, and that's where, and then people keep saying like, this is the one thing that like I understand. I had chances to finish it, right, and people keep saying like, oh, you should have finished, you should have finished, but y'all don't understand that like how momentum work, right? So I'm on defense for like 30 minutes straight because I'm getting like they getting a foul, free throw, and it's two fouls. He getting two fouls to get free. He wasn't getting shooting fouls. He was getting two fouls. So let's say he shot. Let's say on a low end, 12 free throws. That's at least 24 fouls I had to give to my 5 free throws, and I remember only one of them was a 2 foul in a row for a free throw. You know what I'm saying? So I had to do at least 24 fouls at the minimum. That's not even not tripping about that. Whatever. They started dictating the calls based on that, on ticky tack fouls, and I'm like I said, he getting foul, free throw, foul, free throw. Then he go get a layup or a jump shot, foul, free throw, foul, free throw. I'm on defense, 30, 40. I have no momentum. They're dictating everything right now. Like you said, it was 2 times he elbowed me in my face, and I didn't get mad. Like I was trying my best not to get mad because I'm saying like I'm beating the fuck out of this nigga right now. Do not let him give him a reason to get out of it. That was my whole mindset. In my head, I'm wanting to spaz on the court. Like what the fuck? Like he doing this shit on purpose. It was literally like headbutt, elbow, and I'm trying to keep my cool for the sake of finishing the game. But the fact is, the nigga, when he elbowed me and split my lip, they didn't even call a foul on him. They called a foul on me because he was already dictating the whole sense of that. You could go watch it. He elbowed me, my lip split, and they called a foul on me. The refs were scared, and I said that before the day before the game. I said we was talking to the refs about the rules and shit. I was like, hey, it's 3 dribbles. He asked for 3 dribbles. We can do 3 dribbles. I ain't tripping. I just don't want y'all to fall victim to the moment. Like, however it is, he is. I told him, I said, he is great at drawing fouls. Every time he gonna go to the hole, he gonna throw his head back. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna say A or whatever to get your attention and go to the line. That's what he does. I done seen it at every level. He scores on the free throw line. But That is not how the game should be won. If he gonna beat me, let him beat me. Like just let him beat me. But if he not gonna beat me, don't. And I feel like the refs start calling the game based on the score. Like, okay, I'm getting fouled, but I'm up so much. It's like, oh, he can play through it. But he getting fouled, he down so much that, oh, we gonna give him the call. And that's where it was blowing because I was getting obviously smacked on my elbow, and which is sometimes they don't call that on ones. I'm cool with that. But then you can't call me hand on his like shoulder or something, and he just ripped through and we bump each other. Like you can't call that after you just blatantly just didn't let my shot get full extension. So that's where like people keep saying he walked me down. The Nick it literally for him to come back. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I'd have been in a lot of one-on-ones. I have never been walked down in my life. Like the last time I could say it, I was up 8-1 on school. It came down to 14-14, but I always finished the game. I never like fold that heavy. If you think I can't get one bucket in 45 minutes of play, I don't care if my momentum was fucked up because they was calling all the calls the other way. They didn't want me to end the game on a free throw because they knew they was going to hear it from the crowd. They were so scared of their interactions. Somebody told the refs, if we lose this game, I'm going to stab you.
Bro. So that's my problem, and I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to attack Briscoe on this. But it was his people though. It
I,
was
I'm,
his people though.
I know, like I said, I blame security the most because
Me
they
too.
should they shouldn't let they shouldn't let the refs get pressed as much as they did for them to get scared like that. You know what I'm saying? But they was dead ass scared for they like scared that they wasn't gonna make it out this bit. Like you
I
said,
was scared. No. Hold on.
Jersey
Let
and
me
New
tell you who
York.
I was. Let me tell you who I was scared for. It was three people. It was two refs and one Nas. Cause I knew what you was gonna do if you won that game.
On God.
I knew what you was
But
gonna
I
do.
also in my eyes though, I was ready for whatever after the consequence after. Like I was just like I was so worried about the game and then whatever happened from it, we gonna live with it.
Look, hold on. You can say all that, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to protect you, and I'm trying
Right,
to protect the player, like Briscoe. Because
right.
I'm thinking honestly,
No, I
it's a
don't want it to
bad
go like
look.
that. I don't
It's
want
a,
it to go out.
huh?
I said I don't want it to go like that. I wanted to just win the game. Like,
No, but I'm saying it's a bad look if Briscoe steps on somebody's foot, turns his ankle, can't go to China, breaks his leg or some shit. Like
right,
that looks
facts.
bad on us because we're trying to grow the space. So like, obviously, I'm trying to protect everybody here. But when everybody's running on the court, about to trying to stab the ref, it's the same thing. Like obviously, we love the trenches, all that stuff. We love the hype. That's what builds the video. But when
Right.
it gets in the way, that's the problem, and that's
I
something that we got to fix
right.
because like.
But only thing I would say though is I just don't like the narrative of he would have won because the only reason he was ever in the game when the game was because people always say like not like what the whole Nesquik shit with me Nesco in school, they blame the crowd and the atmosphere on why I won. You know what I'm saying? Like they use that as an excuse. When the game was somebody as skilled as Briscoe, you know what I'm saying? And the game was wide open, like nobody was on the court, I dominated. I dominated. It's not until like it was like like I don't know if it was a timeout or something, and they made the call that okay, this getting bad, so let's figure something else out. Like this is what we're gonna do to help him because he was done. He was done. It was nothing. He was like you said. He was taking time. They was pouring water on the fucking court to give him time.
And so that's what I was. I thought I saw that, but I didn't want to say nothing.
They poured. I watched it multiple times. They poured water on the court. He got a towel break after every bucket, every foul. That's what I'm saying. If I fouled him 24 times, he got a towel break 23 of those 24 times. When we all know stamina is a big thing when it comes to these ones.
As
Like if
soon
you
as
don't
you
have
get tired, you lose. As soon as you get
right,
tired, you lose.
he scored 15 points on the free throw line, and I scored 5 for a 4. It's like I it's like They made it so that it was no way I was winning when I was way better than him that day. I was way from the beginning till before all that shit happened. He was only scoring on free throws. He had 8 with like 4 of them was free throws. At that point, he only scored 2 buckets. He scored the first bucket and then he scored another one. I don't remember it, but he scored another one. Scored half his points off free throw line. More than half his points on the free throw line. And I didn't. I scored most of my points scoring, and I scored in bunches. I scored the 2, the layup, then I hit the 3. I hit another 3 after that. I hit the fadeaway, and then I hit the side step 3. It was 0-2 at the beginning. Then it went to 13-2 in like 4 minutes. So I don't know. People keep saying 45 minutes not going to score. It's because they took like everything from me. Like I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't play defense because they call it tick tack fouls at top. I can't get on offense because he's taking 5 free throws and then getting the layup because I'm not trying to touch him no more. And then not only that, but then he's taking 10-minute breaks in between every free throw and every foul. So I'm losing every bit of momentum. Like literally, I had no way to keep myself rolling. Because when I was rolling, the shit was getting like dark for him in all of New York. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying I didn't foul. I fouled for sure, but that's part of the game, and that's why free throws are there. You know what I'm saying? But there's no.
I'm gonna give you both sides of this. The way I look at it, for 40 minutes, you had a chance to get 1 point, and you got to finish that. That's the part of me overly critical of you. I
No,
understand
I'm
momentum though.
critical of myself and said I gotta still because I pride myself on going to other niggas' city and winning, and this not happened before, and I had found a way. So I still say to myself, you should have won that game. You should have found a way to win. I had chances to win, but it should have never been that close. Is what I'm. That's what I'm mad at. I'm mad at myself for giving that nigga a chance to even say that it was close because or I mean, for not finishing the game. Like I should have finished that game for sure. I had shots that I was open that I usually shoot that I bricked bad. I had a floater off the backboard that I just put a little too like hard off the backboard. Like I had chances, but the game was never supposed to be that close. When it was just basketball, is what they asked for. He asked for 3 dribbles. When it was just 3 dribbles in basketball, I dominated. I
But
dominated.
on the flip side, you speak about the trenches so much that you got to live and die with it now.
I had no problem. You see, I didn't complain one time about nothing.
You did,
The-
and I give you that. I give you that.
I never
So,
complained once about even when the fouls was going against me, I still checked the ball up. It was one time at the top of the key, I slipped on a wet spot and they called a travel on me.
yeah.
And and they gave me a turnover for it when it was a clear wet spot and I slipped. And on
And
the
you
way
gave
down,
the
I'm saying
ball,
timeout.
and I don't think. I mean, we didn't go through the whole thing. He slipped. You got to lay up. So that, there's 2 sides of every story. Now, what I'm gonna say, like I said, you got to finish the game. It is what it is. That's to your side. To the opposite side, they was doing a lot of stuff to draw this game out, and everybody who's real about anything knows that. And then
After
on top
game,
of that, and
I
then on
played
top of
with a
that, too.
split lip. I played with a
Yeah, I
split lip
mean,
for
it's
half the
gonna
game.
happen. It's gonna happen. You know that. I mean, sometimes you just fight on the court. Like we know, like certain stuff happens, right? You kept your cool. It happened how it happened. Hey, I'll tell you this though. I don't ever want to see the game again. I don't care. You prove
They
that you
they
belong up
and
there.
and yeah, and that was the main. That's the only thing that like was positive about yesterday outcome. Like he could never ever disrespect my name or say that I don't belong on the same court as him. Because like I said before, all that bullshit went down. He didn't belong on the same court as me. Like and that's how it looked, and nobody could take that away until y'all started doing the antics and all that shit. It was getting dark. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? People ask me will I get a rematch. I don't know. Like I
I
don't
don't.
really care. I don't care to because I proved all I gotta prove. But niggas know I was gonna win. Like
Hey,
bef-
look. I'm gonna leave it at this. I'm gonna let you go, bro. New York is the final boss of the trenches. And that's how I'm going to leave it at that. I ain't never seen nothing like that. And I'm cool with never going back. I love the people. I love the city. I know everybody, they were showing you much love as they were showing me. I get it. It's cool. I'm good, though. Bro, I appreciate you, though, man. I have fun watching it, though.
For sure.
All right. So I can play devil's advocate to both of this. The future, this is what I want to see. I want to see a lot of this stuff fixed up. I want to see better matchups. I want to clean up on the fouls. Niles is fouling, Briscoe is fouling. There was some dirty plays here and there. I don't really care to pick a side on this one. This one is like more coming from a fan standpoint. I don't want to see it again. I wanted my money back, and I didn't even pay. I didn't even pay. I was getting paid to be there. I wanted my money back. However, if you want your money back, you should go ask some of them dudes who was betting on the court that was leaving the gym. They had $150,000 on the court. I want y'all to start DMing them because we did what we were supposed to do on the podcast. Blood, sweat, I had 12 cities in 1 month to make this whole promotion for this. So you want to go ask somebody? Go ask for. See, I'm about to out somebody. I don't want to do that. The stream was good. In the contract, it's a lot of stuff that's got to be fixed. This ain't never happening again. This get me hot all over again. This ain't never happening again. The way that it went down is never going to happen again. I can understand the technical. If it was technical difficulties and the stream got shut down, boom, get your money back. I got that. But we had barricades. We had security. They didn't do their job. People was going past the barricade. They was threatening the refs. What are we on? That's not on, bro. What are we talking? Was the promotion bad? Come talk to me. At the end of the day, I just want to gas these matchups up, create the storylines, and just have fun. I understand. I get it. I know y'all be rooting for certain people. Did y'all hear what he just said, though? I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep having fun. At the end of the day, I'm speaking from a fan perspective. I know that I get a lot of love from this. I do not deny it. If I was only getting love, I wouldn't be doing this right. And now you could take that to the bank with you. If you only get love, you're not doing something right. Famous quote, they hated on Jesus. I'm not putting myself in that category, but I enjoy what I'm doing, and I'm going to keep doing how I do. But I am listening to y'all, though. I promise y'all that. I'm listening to y'all. And one thing I think we all got to learn how to do is separate being critical of somebody versus being hated on. Sometimes people are giving you great advice that you should listen to, but you got to learn how to filter out the BS. Because some people are just there to they got an agenda. And that's great. No problem. No problem. Just learn how to deal with it. I appreciate all the support. I'm going to disappear for a while. I am tired. I got to go. My son's trying to play basketball, so he's trying to do a bunch of different things. So I'm going to make sure that he gets good at all that stuff. We'll see. I'll see y'all soon.